Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is George Blanchard showing off for lesson 7. So I have made a pretty good amount of progress on my way towards finishing this little, D&D project, character and player repository here. So let's see some changes. So for the first thing, we finally tackled some beautiful authentication. Um, So rather than simply allowing people to, um, you know, post and play with data however they like, we actually have a little security check here in between any of our routes that aren't just getting data. We're running it through this little middleware that will basically, find out if you're logged in through OAuth, and if not, we will say, no, sir, you're not allowed to do that, whatever you're doing, but we will give you the chance to log in should you so choose. So let's see if the render is. Oh, we are not quite ready for that. So instead, let us talk about what else we're doing. So, with that, something I found out is that my normal little rest file um, actually won't recognize whether I'm logged in through my local host. So, in fact, I'm now forced to actually use my Swagger. I mean, granted, I like using it anyway, um, but so that's kind of cool. But um, not only are we using Swagger, but in fact, um, we have been playing around with GraphQL. So basically, what GraphQL lets me do, it's going to let me phase out REST entirely. It's going to give me a prettier way of doing stuff. So I'm still figuring things out. I figured out how to have it give data, how to pull things. I'm actually able to be pretty exact with it, but I haven't gotten to actually changing the data just yet. And here we are. So, well, first of all, for some reason, every time I start this baby up, it thinks that I'm logged in at first, but that is okay. So, first, let me show you guys. Bada bing, let me show you guys what I've got on Swagger. So, as you saw, I was at first not logged in whatsoever. So, I'm allowed to get things, absolutely, no problem. Whatever I want, all fine and good. Same thing with players, all fine. I can get data as much as I want. I could go based on ID if I want. However, if I would like to add a new player, am I capable of doing this? Let's find out. Being not logged in, I say no. I get code 401, not authorized to change data without login, but luckily it gives me a helpful little link with which to do so. So, let's log in, boys and girls. Alrighty, so we have a choice. You can, start email and password, or you can just go by Google. Or I imagine at some point I can do other things. This time it actually didn't. I think it probably saved me from the last time, but in fact, yeah, we can actually check this here. If it just say my Google. Yep, it sure did. I think because I was just using other stuff. So I can actually see, who I am. If I eventually wanted to, I could make a more, cooler, more robust front end that, shows the stuff off, whatever, whatever. But that is me. Um, and if I were to so choose, boop, boop, boop. I can also do email and password, and show that that has changed. Yes, indeed. Okay, so, but anyway, in any case, now that I am actually logged in, let us go back to API docs. Here comes beautiful Swagger. Okay, so can we post stuff now? I think I was trying to post a player. Can I do it now? Bada bing, moment of truth. Yes, I sure can. Here is my guy. Let us pull up Compass. So we had 13 players. Now we're looking at 14. And the last one is yada yada yada. BB95. George Senepool Triple S. So there we go. And so same thing, I could patch this up now as long as I'm logged in. I can do all this good stuff. We'll say Ross is playing Centerpool in the campaign of the Leader Lords. Will that do it? Yes, it sure will. And bada bing. Finally there at the end, Ross Centerpool Leader Lords. Okay. So, how do you like that? So that is, I think, at this point, I am technically ready to um ready to submit this whole assignment. So I have OAuth not on, every single route just because I don't feel personally the need to. I just have it here on where am I at? Here on my posts, my patches, and my deletes. Um, but um so yeah, I can log out. I can yep, each protected route requires authentication. So I mean I can show that with delete, I guess, just because. I guess I'll have to. It'll be more important that I show it later on. In fact, I'll show it. Well, yeah, I'm on players. I'll do it for. I can do it. This is no big deal. So, boop, boop. All right, here's my guy. Bop, bop. As you saw before, I can only do this because I am logged in. And so, if I was to go back here and say, "Hey, I want to log out," and then we're gonna go ahead and delete somebody else. We're gonna delete this guy. Can I do it? Nope, I sure can't. Not authorized to change data without login. So, there is that. I guess the last thing I will show off a little bit is what my GraphQL is capable of. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I realized I guess I don't have any of my stuff here. Okay. All right, folks. No problem, no problem. Uh-oh. Okay, so yeah, let me just pull this stuff here for now. I guess apparently I had to do that again. So here is this stuff. I'm going to comment out this lovely mess because I haven't quite gotten the mutations down just yet. But so as it stands right now, from my database, I'm able to query for the characters. And so I'm able to query them for each of their parameters. Something I found out is that for this, in order to actually get the ID number, it's actually something I have to specify, which is neat. But something is cool is that by making a query in this way, I'm actually asking for exactly what I want, and in what order. So, which is really cool because with my REST clients, something that I saw in, something I talked about in earlier videos, is that we would actually get the stats block before all the other information. In a weird way that I guess just, wasn't the way I'd anticipated. I kind of imagined it, wanted it to look like this, and so, la-di-da, now it does. I could even do this um, in a totally different setup if I want. I could do level and class, bada bing, bada boom. Technically it doesn't even matter the way I have it stored in the database through GraphQL. I can pull it up however I want. Also, if I don't want every part of what I have going on, right? Say I just want to, I just want to ask myself, okay, what are all of my characters and what are their strength scores? Because I want to know who is the strongest of all the characters in Terra Obstinata. Um, oh yeah, I actually have this for ID. So I can look at individual characters and I can just say, okay, there's a character, I want their ID, I want their name, and I just want just the strength part of their stats. So I am capable of doing that just fine. Or if I do what I should, boop, 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 just characters, bam, I can pull up every single character and their strength score. How about that? And it looks like this version of Centipool is pretty jacked, but Darzenal reigns supreme, Dragon Man OP. So that is all I have to show right now. I have my OAuth happy. I have my GraphQL getting happy. I can pull data. I just can't yet add data, but we're getting that functionality going. So that is all I have to show for lesson 7. But here at the end of the week, I imagine we'll be able to get GraphQL going the rest of the way. So, alrighty, thank you and goodbye.